NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How's it going, guys? So tonight,
Woo!
tonight we're gonna do a reaction for a dear Dan member, Mickey D.
Yes!
Thank you so much, Mickey D, for being a Dan member. If you want to know what a Dan member is, check out the description. But it's basically a guaranteed song every month by being a Dan member.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
and also obviously access to like all the Patreon
All of our
content
full
and blah,
albums,
blah, blah.
bloopers, everything we have. And I think we're ready to make a second blooper video.
I was going to say that.
There's
yeah.
a lot
I'll
of
be
bloopers.
working on that very soon. But yeah, thank you, Mickey D, for everything you do for us and the channel. Thank you, everyone, for watching this, stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing today some Peter Gabriel. Very exciting because we may be able to see him live in October.
Yes.
This is going to be the track Family Snapshot from the album Peter Gabriel 3 Melt.
And we also call him Pedro Gabriel.
Exactly. Yes.
I love it. I love how it sounds. But no, Peter Gabriel is just amazing. And we just did, the last one we did was with Kate Bush. And we did a video.
Yes.
That was our first Peter Gabriel video, right? And a lot of people were like, did you guys see the sun, the eclipse? And I was like, literally, the entire video, I wanted to talk about the eclipse, but I never got to it because we were so busy.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but I wanted to say like, oh, Alexa, and then I was
And
like,
that happens to me too.
Yeah, it happens. And then at the end, people are like, did you even see the eclipse? And
I honestly didn't. So
no? In the back.
I noticed that the sun was there, but I didn't notice that it was an eclipse and that eventually.
Well, it was like a solar eclipse or moon eclipse, but I of course paid attention to them and their faces.
That's what I was looking at mostly was
because they were like
the way they were holding each other and their looks and everything.
It was beautifully also acted.
Yes.
And even I saw a little documentary that she was basically hired as an actress.
Oh.
But then there was going to be somebody else singing, and then she sung, and obviously it's a masterpiece.
That's
because
awesome.
Of those two together.
I love her voice. It's just wonderful.
A recipe for success.
I know. Exactly. That's what people said. Like individually, they're great, but together.
Yeah.
But this is just Peter today, and very excited about that. Just everything he does is a surprise and wonderful.
Very original.
Whether it's with Genesis or without. So this is his solo stuff, and I can't wait. Let's see what this family
get into it. I don't know who are the musicians yet, but we'll look them up after.
Or
but
you
I
tell us.
think it's Tony Levin on the bass because he has worked with him so long. But who knows? Okay. Family Snapshot. Here we go. Thank you, Mickey D.
The streets are lined with camera crews. Everywhere he goes is news. Today is different. Today is not the same. Today I'll make the action. Take snapshot into the light. Snapshot into the light. I'm shooting into the light.
Good boy.
4 miles down, the cavalcade moves on, driving into the sun. If I worked it out right, they won't see me or the gun. 2 miles to go, they're clearing the road, and the cheering has really begun. I've got my radio,
Fretless bass.
I can hear what's going on. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. All you people in TV land, I will wake up your empty shells. Peak time viewing, blown in a flash as I burn into your memory cells. 'Cause I I'm wiping the sweat from my eyes. It's a matter of time, a matter of will. And the governor's car is not far behind. He's not the one I've got in mind. 'Cause there is a man at the hour, standing in the limousine. I don't really hate you. I don't care what you do. We were made for each other, me and you. I wanna be somebody. You will like that too. If you don't get given, you learn to take, and I will take you. Holding my breath, release the catch, and I let the bullet fly.
Okay. Wow, it's almost like no, it's not ending, but
Okay.
it's so like it's so unconventional. This music, it's almost like you don't really know
Where it's going.
where it's going.
Yeah.
It's so that I love that because
Yes.
it's so original. It's like first the fretless bass,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was beautiful, and then the build up.
Yes. And I loved how at the beginning, the same notes that he was singing were on the piano, you know, exactly the same like scale and the same
Yeah.
everything. And I said no to the pause because I know, Mickey D, you said it's best not to pause after the 1:15 mark, but you know, it's hard sometimes because
I thought we should pause, but before that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
I paused right now because it was literally silence.
I know, but you know, it's totally we try to do these things, but whatever we
Yeah.
feel is what we do,
Yeah.
and that's totally fine. But yes, it's good because I was like, I kind of
You
pointed.
literally wanted to write down stuff, right? At the beginning.
No, because I saw that we passed the 1:15 mark, and I was like, should we pause? And you're like, no. I'm like, okay, then I might say, like, I might write down this so I don't forget it, but it was the same scale thing at the
Yeah.
beginning. But what a great track. It really symbolizes how many changes he can, like, master, you know, and how many different styles he can do, and
Yes.
just wow.
Well, that's what I find so good about him, that it's like you don't really know what style it is. That you can't really say, oh, it sounds like Genesis, because it doesn't.
Mhm.
It sounds like Peter Gabriel's
Yes,
music.
and it's very
sounds,
theatrical.
yeah, very
It's-
theatrical. Almost, he incorporates a lot of world instruments,
Yeah.
the cowbell,
Yes.
which is, yes, maybe not a world instrument, but it is there, and it's not used in every
Right.
like,
It's
setting.
not like a
And then there was like some hard distortion there too,
Mhm.
which I found cool. you know,
Yeah.
which is not very Peter Gabriel.
yeah.
It's just very, very different. It's very, very original. But one thing is his voice is amazing. The amount of emotion he can portray is just insane.
I agree.
When he gets so high and then it kind of like breaks off.
Yes.
Very, very beautifully. I wish I could sing like that, but yeah, he's like the only one who can sing like Peter Gabriel,
Yeah,
of course.
I agree.
But okay, let's do this. Let's go back to that break, and then let's just listen to the entire song. We're not gonna pause again. But I read it wrong. You
Yeah.
see how everybody interprets. I read the email. I was like, okay, after 1:5.
So he said he recommends pausing at minute 1:15 because after that it's really not like ideal to pause. But you
But I
did
mean,
find a good spot,
yeah.
and I'm enjoying it. Let's keep going, and then the
I
next
think
time.
I think pausing before that would have destroyed the song even further, because it was all crescendo.
Yeah.
This is where it stopped, I think, and I think.
Yeah, we'll see what comes next, but
Yeah. Okay.
let's keep going. Thank you.
Perfect.
Quiet. I've been here before. A lonely boy.
That raspiness.
Behind the front door, friends have all gone home. There's my toy gun on the floor. Come back,
Sounds like Floyd a little bit.
Dad. You're growing apart. You know that I'm growing up sad. I need some attention. I shoot into the light.
It's beautiful.
That was.
Yeah, I know why Mickey D didn't want us to pause after, because that moment would have felt a little bit more heavier. But hey, we're gonna listen to this 100 times. Don't worry. But I know the intention.
Yes,
I know the intention.
yes. And thank you,
because it got
and
so quiet, and then it got
was
very
like
serene.
his whisper was
Yeah,
there.
and then it's over. But it reminded me a little bit of the final cut.
It did.
Not really Pink Floyd, because the final cut was more like a Roger Waters
yeah.
solo project, but it reminded me of that sad
Yes.
portrayal.
Melancholic.
Yes.
It did, and like I said, it did feel very like personal
Dramatic.
and dramatic.
Yes, and then operatic. It like the whole final cut for me is one giant
Opera.
like rock opera. It's like it's very personal, and you can hear it in the lyrics. But yeah, it just had a little bit of a feeling. I'm not comparing Peter Gabriel to Roger Waters, but just of that, because I have something that I can cling on to, you know, as a I like to compare.
I know. But what
yeah,
a
this is great.
Like
He's just a master. He's a genius.
Solo work, you know, and this is 1980, so just absolutely wonderful. I love the cover. Half of his being is
Like
melted off, and it's just he's looking at himself, you know, like a self-portrait or something like that. Like wonderful. Thank you so much.
And this is
Mickey D.
also before he got like very mainstream. I mean, of course, people knew him, the fans, the Genesis fans, but once he did So, he just got like, you know, thrown into superstardom.
Yeah.
But it's nice to hear his more personal stuff, you know, like this.
I
This
agree.
is really cool. I
agree. This was wonderful. And I know so many of you in our last Peter Gabriel video, and probably in this one when I mentioned we may go see him live, you're like, you have to. It's an amazing performance. We're going to try. We have a lot of things going on this year, a lot of like trips and expenses and forecomings. So we're looking into it, and we would love to go, but yeah, I can only imagine the show that he puts on, and you know, we've seen him.
It's always very spectacle, like, like stuff is rotating, and like his sets are always very, very cool. But yeah, I'm sure it's we will do our best. But what concert do we have that we're going to that we're super excited about? I totally forgot.
Recently, like Kansas.
And we're gonna see Kansas. We're gonna try and see Al Stewart.
Oh yeah,
Al Stewart is gonna play here randomly with some local bands.
In a small venue here in Denver. The
Nocturne,
something Rose or something. I can't remember. But my dad sent me the email. So we're definitely thinking of going to that. But anywho, thank you so much for this, Mickey D, and for everything else. You're wonderful. And it's great to have a community like you and others like you who comment, like, subscribe, suggest, reminisce with us, you know, share their memories and their thoughts.
That's my favorite part about the comment section, because there's only so much like, oh, you should do this, you should have done that. It's just like a little bit exhausting after the 100th time, you know. But when you hear a story, like I used to listen to this with my wife. We used to drive to Niagara Falls. That's the stuff that I love about this channel, you
Me
know,
too.
reminisce.
Yes,
And
exactly.
because I mean, you should have done this one. Oh, why didn't you do that? You know, it's already done.
And it's hard to please everyone, but
we wish we could. But
we're here to, you know, follow the path that you guys set forth for us through requests and you know, just suggestions and comments and everything. So thank you all so much for your love and support. We truly appreciate you, and we hope to see you all in the next one.
Bye,
everyone.
Bye.